Good morning, off-the-gridders. Brian calling from Online Land Sales with another edition of Off the Grid, motivational and technical training for off-the-grid living. Today I'm going to talk about off-the-grid safety. While living off the grid can provide a lot of personal freedom, living off the grid also causes one to take more responsibility over one's safety. All right. I'm going to give you some time-tested crime prevention secrets and countermeasures to secure your off-the-grid dwelling, whether you're an off-the-gridder, an RVer, a prepper, a hermit, a survivalist, or simply spending a few days off the beaten track wild camping. So, 1, know your neighbors. This is your number one safety tip in a remote area. Who's there? Become best friends with these people. You don't have to become best friends, but at least say hi once in a while. It's your choice, right? You need to know who these people are. Get a dog. That's pretty obvious, right? Landscape with inhospitable plants. This is a nice idea. Some of the thorny plants are quite beautiful and provide protection for your lot, right? Like a rose bush, right? Beautiful and excellent protection. Makes it harder for people. You can make a fence out of rose bushes, right? Makes it harder for people to enter your lot. Consider an alarm system. That's fairly obvious. You might want to add a wireless motion sensor to that. Keep your outdoor areas well lit. This is super important. It's very inexpensive and it's a great safety measure just to have lights at all the doors, right? And all of the open outdoor areas well lit. Add a lot of safety, right? Don't leave your keys out. Don't try any of those magnetic boxes where you put your keys under your car or put your key under your mat. People watch you and they see where you put your keys and they'll rip you off, all right? And even if they don't see where you put your keys, they just guess that people do that and they check, all right? Add internal locks to critical storage areas, all right? Includes your emergency food storage area, crawl spaces, etc. Secure your mail. You don't want to get mail at your off-the-grid dwelling. Use a P.O. box, right? It's the safest way to secure your mail. You might only have a chance to get into town every couple of weeks and check your P.O. box, but still worth it. You don't need daily mail if you're living off the grid. Secure your doors with multiple locking mechanisms. Pretty obvious. Less obvious, reinforce the door frame, because if somebody tries to bust through that door, all the locks in the world aren't going to help if the door is mounted to a flimsy frame, right? You want a tough frame. Be wary if people come to the door, right? Obviously. Add locks to your gates, obviously. Secure the side lights or doors that have large windows. By that, I mean, if you've got side lights, put like a metal grate over them so people can't break out the lights and cause darkness. And if you have large windows that people could easily bust through and open the door or even crawl through, secure those with a gate, like a metal, cast iron set of bars, right? Or something similar. Maybe even something that you can remove when you don't want as much safety. But definitely secure those easy to get into windows and the easy to break lights, right? And then lastly, create a safe area where you can retreat. Like by this, you have a route out of your dwelling. So if an emergency occurs, let's say somebody's trying to attack you or rob you, you can flee, and you can flee more safely because you've got it all planned out. You have a route, you have your emergency escape route out the back, and it shouldn't necessarily be an easy route to follow because you live there, you know the uneven terrain, you know all the little turns and twists, so it should be sort of a tough path to follow that you know personally very well that you can run blindfolded basically for like 20 or 30 yards to get you away from the house, right, if you're being attacked. If you can come up with a rough trail that you know personally very well and is very difficult for somebody to follow you with any speed when they try it for their first time at night, even with the flashlight, let's say, that will add a lot of safety also. And that's oftentimes overlooked when planning for safety. All right, that's all we have about safety in off-the-grid living for today. We hope you come back and join us for more daily off-the-grid living motivational technical presentations. These are not meant to be a one-stop shop for all the information you need in off-the-grid living. Rather, these are meant to be cursory reviews of important information that you can learn more about. You can come to eoffgrid and learn more from us at Off the Grid, just come to eoffgrid.com, or you can just search the internet or the library and find tons of information on any of the subjects that we've discussed here this morning. Go out there and have a great kick butt day off the grid. Improve your land or improve your knowledge about off the grid living. And let's keep pushing forward ahead towards an off the grid living lifestyle. Good luck to y'all. So glad you're joining us. Have a great day.